Everybody, it's June 2025, and this is going to be a full rundown on how to install and use all the features on the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac clock app. So easiest way to find it, go to flatearthdave.com. Here's the banner, click it, and it'll bring you to a page that will bring you to the actual app. I'm going to choose Apple App Store, and I'm going to say download. Now, I already purchased it, so I don't have to repurchase it. If you bought the app once and you're changing phones, had to reinstall it, you never have to buy it twice, ever. Hit open. It asks you to normal terms and conditions, allow while using the app. I'm going to allow. Now, if somebody referred the app to you, put in their referral code here. I've already used the referral code on this phone, so it's not going to let me do it again. So I'm just going to say no code. You're going to get a few pop-ups when you first install. This one's telling you that if you long press any button, it'll teach you what that button does. So if I long press the heart, it's going to show me what the heart button does. So the app is a one-time cost of $3. That gives you about 95% of the app functions, which we will go through. The other premium features, which have been added over the years, require a subscription of $11 a year, which is optional. So I'm going to, as we go through, I'll show you which things are subscription and which things aren't. So we're going to start on the bottom. I'm going to go right here to the games feature, which is in development. And we got Earth Trivia game, which is active, and then the memory game, which is only in beta on Android right now. So you can play with those. This is a premium feature. The next one is, this is just the leaderboard. The leaderboard lets you know the top 100 people that are doing referrals, earning points that give you a free subscription and earn you Dome cryptocurrency for free. So we'll get into that a little bit later in this tutorial. Going back, the shopping cart. Shopping cart's pretty cool. It's just Flat Earth merchandise if you're looking for a gift for yourself or for somebody else. Other Flat Earth related items. There's some cool stuff here, more and more to be added. Next is the jump forward. So we have the time lapse, so you can show people how the sun circles. You go fast, show how it catches up to the moon. I go back to medium, and then I hit the little jumping band. This jumps you 1 month at a time. So right now we're in June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And it shows you how the sun goes in and out. So when you're trying to explain to people how the sun travels in and out, turn it off, and it'll reset after a few seconds. The next one is the Zodiac. Very simple. It just shows you how the stars circle around with the sun and the moon. The Earth is not spinning. The stars are moving slightly faster than the sun, and the sun will drift back through each zodiac 365 times around, and that's the year. So there you go there. The next one is the compass. So I'll turn off the stars. The compass, this shows you which way real north is. So you're here. So if you line the center with north, so if I align it with, this way, with north, then those are my true directions when I'm going that way. So there's your true compass. And if you go into settings, you can scroll down and you could actually change your compass to a regular compass that you can just use to see which direction is which. But the real compass is the Flat Earth compass. And that's here. And I advise leaving this not on all the time because it does use resources of your phone. And you don't want to keep that running all the time when you're not using it. The next one is time zones right here. Very easy. It just shows you what time it is everywhere in the world. So you can see that the time zones spin with the sun. Wherever the sun is, it's noon. So if I stop right now and I look over in Australia, in Sydney, it's about 1 a.m. And that's how time zones work. Very simple. The next one is Flag, which is has playlists for different languages for those that are looking for playlists in different languages. We'll be adding more and more to that as time goes on. The next one is the homeschool section. These are things that I consider are worth teaching your kids, teaching yourselves, teaching your friends. This is all excellent podcasts, excellent shows, courses, even homeschool courses by the Founded Earth Brothers. If you're looking for an online alternative schooling system, all amazing stuff in here. Going next is the books. These are all the books in the first section, but you can organize by featured, old world, novel, biblical, kids, more land, proofs. If I go to more land, one of my favorite sections, because I love speculating about more land. These are books about more land. If you want to see biblical, go to the biblical section, all sorts of books in here. And if anyone has a book that you think is worthy of being in here, send it to me and I'll add it if it's a good book. Flat Earth related, of course. Next, this is called the More Resources section. It's the spider web button, and it just has lots of different things in it. So if I click that up here, instructions, this video will be found in this section. And there's also other shorter videos, tutorials about the app. All of my interviews, everyone's like, Dave, where's this interview? Where's that interview? It's here. It's right here. All my interviews are in this link right here. High resolution Gleason's map. Everyone's asking for that. You can just download them. It's a link to a Dropbox. Music, debunking the debunkers, all good stuff. This is one of my favorite playlists. This is the crash course list called FE Movies. Anybody that seriously wanted to look into Flat Earth, just start watching those videos and we're good to go. All sorts of stuff in here. Explore that. You got your Earth curve calculator here whenever you need it, right at a touch. Then we go to question mark, which is one of my favorites again. This is the top questions that people ask about Flat Earth. All of these videos in these sections are being hidden. Like if we go to Why the Lie, the greatest videos on why would they lie about Flat Earth are all can be found here. And when someone says, hey, why would they lie? Go here, click this little arrow, and you can send them this entire playlist. So when you send them the entire playlist, they won't just watch one and then get a YouTube recommendation after that. They'll get the whole playlist. So make sure when people ask for videos, send them entire playlists. Next is, so far everything other than the games has been included with your base price. The next is the images right here, images. And here we have thousands of images now and more being added all the time of great stuff. If you want to search for an image, that is required. You need the $11 a year subscription. So let's just say I want to see pictures of the Lem. I just type in Lem and we got all our great memes of the Lem. If I want to see, someone says, what about sun under clouds? I could just type sun under, there it is. And these are examples of how the sun is not lighting up the bottoms of clouds. So you can just shut that down. And if somebody says, what about flight routes? Just type in southern. And here are all the southern flight routes at your fingertips. More to come. So there you go for there. And then you could share. I could say select. And I'm going to pick up to 5 images. And then I could say share. And I could share them with anyone I want. I could airdrop them. I could email them. I could message them. So there you go. Next is the Griffin button. That is for the old world. Great stuff here. My lunch break. Everybody needs to watch that. All sorts of stuff in here from the Cabbage Patch Kids, giant trees, old world, all sorts of stuff. An amazing amount of information here. Some great channels. Subscribe to all of the channels as you watch these things. If you like it, subscribe. And then your feed will get filled with all interesting content for you. Next is the biblical section. For those of you that believe in the Bible and those of you that don't believe in the Bible, you need to watch all of these videos. These are amazing, adding more all the time. Some great series in here, all sorts of stuff. Amazing biblical flat earth information. The next one is featured content providers, and I'll be adding more. These are just great content providers. Now, for those of you, a lot of these are on TikTok. A lot of you that don't have TikToks, create a TikTok, then go to here and open each one of these up and just subscribe to all of these channels. And the next time you open up TikTok, your feed is only going to be filled with amazing content that is going to help educate you and help educate others as you share that information. There you go. Not all of it's TikTok, but a lot of it is, because there's a lot of great shorts being put up there. So make sure you subscribe to all of these channels. The next one is your profile. This is one that requires a subscription, and you need to log in. So first it's going to ask me to log in. I'm going to say new user. It's telling me that I can delete my account at any time by clicking this button. So if anyone that's worried, like, I want to delete my account, feel free. You can do it at any time. Email, password, confirm password, and it's telling you, make sure you use a unique password. Very easy to your account. So I'm just going to go log into my existing account. So once you log in, it's going to bring you right into the friend finder. But we're going to back out and we're going to open up profiles. When you get to your profile, it's going to be empty. It's going to not have any information. Just click the edit button, put in a background photo. There'll be a default one there. Put in a photo, put in as much information as you want about yourself. Put some about me in here. Now, especially if you're going to use the dating service on here, or you want people to find your business. So if, for example, if we go down here, let me go into the edit section. I can just put about me, put what I do, whatever you want to share. The only information you put into the app is information that you want to share with others. If you scroll down, very careful, you'll see a section that says search terms for your profile. Put in everything here that you want people to find. If you're a real estate broker, if you're a cabinet maker, if you're a car repair person, put those informations in there. That way, anybody that's a flat earther that, hey, I need some auto repair, I need a handyman, I need somebody to build a cabinet, or I need a dentist, whatever, they can search and find other flat earthers that offer that service. Who do we want to work with? Globers or flat earthers? Once you have your profile set up, you're good to go. Maybe put a couple posts, couple pictures, anything that you want other people to know about you. Think of it like your Facebook wall. Whatever you put on there is what you want to share with other people. Now we're going to go over to the friend finder, which is the handshake button, long press. There it is. And so we go into the friend finder, and it will load and show you all of the other people around you. So I can click on any one of these dots. If I click on this guy right here, I can see it's Curious One. They have a profile, and I could message them. I could click here, send them a message. I'll click it. I had already sent a Meetup out, and I'll show you that momentarily. So I can just say, how you doing? I'll just say hi. If you're going to send someone a message that doesn't know you, make it interesting. Let them know who you are. Let them know why you're reaching out. All right. And I back out, and I'm back in my profile, and I could search for people by keyword. Let me try. I'll look for solar power. Solar. Here are people that have solar. And I'm going to type in Florida because I want it in Florida. So is there anybody in Florida? Boom. My friend Anthony right here. I know who he is. I can click his profile, and I could send him a message. Hey, I'm interested in getting solar powered. Can you tell me more? Awesome. Amazing. So I'm now back into the friend finder. In the friend finder, you have to set up a username. When you first go in, because I already had an account set up, it was already set up. When you first go in, it's going to ask you for a username. So put in whatever name you want here. It could be your real name. It could be a pseudonym. I just got DITRH, which is my YouTube, Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. And you're all set. I'm going to turn on my radius. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to say 50 kilometers. I'm going to select and click save. And it's going to populate right here letting me know how many people are within a 50-kilometer circle of me, and there's 448. If I click this, it's going to bring up a messenger. It's warning you, if you abuse it, you'll be banned. And this is just for setting up meetups. Essentially, that's what it's for. So I can say, hey, I'm having a meetup at Rico's Pizza Saturday, 4 p.m. Put the address, whatever. Check out the meetup maker, which we'll get into if you put up an advertisement in there. And then you hit send, and it sends it to all of those people. 448 people will get a message on their app. Amazing. Friend Finder does not require the subscription, but sending messages does. You can receive messages. So all the messages that go out will go to everybody, and they'll be able to read them. And if I put my email address in there, they'll be able to reply via email. But if they want to reply via Messenger, you have to subscribe. $11 a year. $11 a year covers all current features and all future features. It never goes up. There's never additional for anything else. Up here, this middle button, which will look different for all of you, is your referral button. So when we click that, it brings you into referral section. When you go here, you're going to have a random number. Click the pencil and make it anything up to 7 characters. You can make it 1 letter. You can make it whatever you want, whatever's easy for you to remember. Put it in there. That way, when somebody downloads the app, when you show someone the app and they go, I want to, where do I get that? And you tell them where to get it. It says you have a referral code. They put in DITRH. Bam. I get a point. 11 points you can trade in for a free year subscription. And those points also calculate into Dome cryptocurrency. You can learn more about clicking here, checking it out. All you have to do is just put in a wallet address. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to do anything. You get free cryptocurrency. It's worth a few bucks. And every time you get a referral, you get, right now, it's 1 million Dome cryptocurrency. So it'll teach you how to use cryptocurrency if you don't already know how. And that could be a very useful tool in the future. Or currently, actually. Exit. This will exit you if you want to log out of the Friend Finder, take your location off. Just hit here. It's going to say, do you want to just log out of the Friend Finder, or do you want to delete your entire account? Once you delete your account, you cannot recover it. So be careful there. Leaderboard's right here. This is a do not disturb. So people won't be able to call you if you click that. When you're communicating with somebody, if I click on their name, I can say, I can click their message. And up here, I can actually call them, voice or video. Again, use discretion when you're calling somebody. No one's going to answer a call from anyone they don't know. I would message them first. Be careful with that. All right, exiting there. We're going to go to the search. This is the video search. This one you need to be a subscriber for. If I'm looking for that video, what was it called? News benders. I'll just type in news bender. If you're looking for a specific video that you've seen on the app, you can find it just by searching. And there it is. Bam, click it, and it brings you there. You're like, where is Dave was on InfoWars? Let me type in InfoWars. Here's my appearances on InfoWars, and some of them are getting deleted. If you see a big question mark, these are things that YouTube has deleted. It might be replaced over here, or don't worry about them, because when they are, we'll just have links to other platforms that are hosting them. So the question marks are showing you the censorship that's going on. That's a very useful feature. The dating, which is amazing, comes with your $11 per year subscription. Click that. Basically, you turn it on. You put in your birth year. I set mine to 2024. That way I'm 1 year old, because there is no category for that. So I won't show up in anybody's search. I'm searching. You can click as many categories as you want. Anybody female between the ages of 36 and 55. I have both of these checked off. I set a radius to 150 miles. Okay. And I'll hit search. And right now there's 14 lovely minds out there. And you can check it out. You can start talking to them, messaging them. And it's absolutely a fantastic way to meet other people. Even if you don't hit it off romantically, another flat earther is literally going to become your best friend. I would say make your profiles as detailed as possible, make them interesting. If you were on like match.com, which is like $30 a month, you have to put in tons of information. Put in as much information as you want to share with other people to make it interesting. Amazing, amazing people. You can also just use it to find friends, you know, but literally to find other friends. But we'll get into that. The Meetup Maker is a really good way to do that, which is fantastic. Included with your $11 per year subscription or 11 referrals, and it's all included. So next is the Meetup Maker, which is another great thing. You can search by date. You can search by location, meetups within 500 miles, list your meetup. So you need to have the subscription to list your meetup if you want to edit your meetups. And then alert me of local meetups. Everyone needs to do this. Click alert me of local meetups. I'm going to say 1,000 miles. I'm going to say, I'll put in my email address. I say I want that. And I also want a push notification. I want push notification. I want to be emailed. If anyone sets up meetup within my radius, I'll get notified. Save. Done. And so we'll go back. I'll say, let's search by location. I'm going to put Australia. I want to see if there's any meetups in Australia. Oh, there's one right now. There it is. Here it is. It's on June 14th at 2 p.m. Amazing. There it is. I can also just say meetups within 500 miles. Let's see if there's any near me right now. There's two. There's one, and the other one, just swipe. Another meetup going on. Great way to meet people. I just went to a meetup in New York. There was about 25 people there, and it was amazing. Amazing way to meet like-minded people. I've never gone to a meetup and met anyone I didn't really like. So there you go. That's the Meetup Maker. Fantastic. Next, you want to learn about the Dome cryptocurrency. You can click that right there, learn about it, learn different things. So if you're what we call a no-walleter, you need to learn how to use crypto and move crypto around. And what better way to do it than with free crypto where you don't risk anything. And then the last one, which is the newest, is the flashcards. Required to have the subscription. You hit start, giving you little instructions, and you can just swipe from card to card to card. And these are amazing, simple cards. This one has an info link. And if I click it, it's going to bring me to a video about that very card. This one is actually a whole playlist. And you can share. I can say I can share that card any way I want and send it to people. And say, where's your proof? What's your best proof? Amazing. You can just pick them. There's over 220 some odd right now, and we'll be adding more and more. And if it doesn't have an info link, as soon as we find one, we'll add one. This is a really good one. Astroarchaeology, where all of these buildings are built all over the world at different times, and they all line up with the stars now. So that's impossible on a tilting, wobbling, spinning, heliocentric world. And you click this button right here. It's going to take you to a very interesting video about that. There you go. And then again, you can share that with anyone that you like. Hit shuffle if you're tired of going in order. It's just going to mix up the cards, and it's going to take me to card number 211. And I could start swiping from there. Over here, this little envelope icon, if there's an important message, an update, something happened the users need to know, the message will show up here. There's no messages in here. And this is just a shortcut to the messenger. Let's click it. Here are my message. It's just kind of like Telegram. You can join groups. I can hit the groups button right here. And these are all the different groups. I can search for whatever here. FE Connecticut, there's 75 members. I can go in here and peruse and just communicate with other people. I can create my own group. You can even do group video call. Instead of calling that, let's just call one person. Let me just call one person. Let me see who do I have here that I can call. There he is. All right, listen, I can't hear you because I have you plugged into my computer, but I'm doing a little app tutorial. This is Ian. He's in the UK. His phone rang. Normally I'd be able to hear him. Because I have him plugged in with this wire, I can't hear anything. Thanks for participating, Ian. Catch you later. And that's how you do a video call. It's very easy, and it's all included with your $11 per year subscription. And over here is the featured video of the day. If you missed a featured video, just click the little archive button right next to it, and it's going to bring you to this webpage, which has, this is all of the ones from this month. And if you hit the little hamburger symbol right here, it'll show you, I'll say 2025. I'm going to go back to March, click March, and here are all the videos from March. Again, just excellent content, easily shareable. Done. Brings me back to the app. This is a countdown. You can just click it and you can say, hey, I'm countdown to my vacation, to whatever it is you're looking forward to, a wedding. Put it in there. It'll tell you how many days, minutes, how many months, days, and hours. And then when it goes off, the alarm will calculate how much money NASA has spent since you set that alarm. And that will be the alarm. Up here is the weather. Again, that's also included, not included with the subscription. Basically, you click it and it's going to bring you to a pretty cool weather site. Very simple. Sunrise and sunset times. And let's go through the settings real quick and we'll be all done. So in settings, I'm going to change mine to Fahrenheit from Celsius. So now if we look back up here, it's now Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. The default is Celsius. This is the click noises. I turn it off. That way, if I'm ever listening to something and I open the app, it will not silence the recording. If you are in a place that has daylight savings time, turn this on and the sun will move right 1 hour behind the hour hand. Real time and fake time. Backgrounds, if you, every time you open the app, you want a random background, just turn that on. And every time you go back to the app, it's going to have a different background. Let's try that. Different background. Or you can just go back, turn that off, select the background you like, and we're back. There's many backgrounds to choose from. Or you can add your own background. Just make sure there's enough contrast so you can see everything. Upload your own image right here. You could also access the timer that I showed you a moment ago. If you like 24-hour time clock or 12 and 12, you can choose that here. I showed you the compass. All right, this section here will let you hide things that you don't want. If you want to clean up your desk. So let's say I turn off the weather. I don't show the countdown. And I want to hide all of the buttons that, all of these here in this parentheses, all of these can be accessed by swiping. So if I want to get rid of all of those buttons, I just turn this on here. It'll turn all of these off. And now when we go back, all of those buttons are gone, but it's replaced with this button here. So if I click that, it's going to take me to the FAQ page, and then I could just swipe from page to page. And I've removed all those buttons. Those with really small phones where the buttons are hidden, you can do that. You can say, if you don't want to show your location, which is only your approximate location, there's no more exact location. It'll only put you within 5 or 10 miles of where you are for a general area, and it'll keep moving you. But if you don't want to do that, you can say, don't show my location. And then you can click set custom time zone and you pick your time zone. That way it'll know what time it is. But certain things won't work. The friend finder won't work. The dating won't work. I think that's it. The friend finder, the date, and the meetup maker won't work because it needs to know your location to do that. And then and that's it. That is it in the settings. So, and if you need help, you can click the settings. This is support, and just send a detailed thing if you're having an issue, and they'll get you resolved right away. You want to gift it to a friend, you can click that. But the best way, for full instructions on how to gift to a friend, go to flatearthdave.com, click the gift button, and there's full instructions there on how to properly do that. And that's it. More to come as time goes on, and all of that will be included with your $11 a year subscription. So thanks, everybody, and enjoy. Keep flat smacking. Let's wake up the world.